Hey, y'all. Welcome to my kitchen. This is your girl, Toni. With Eating Travel with Toni. Today, we're going to be making a brown sugar caramel pound cake. So, I'm ready to go ahead and get into this. I do want to let you know that the ingredients will be, of course, inside the description of the video. And, of course, I guess that's it. All the ingredients will be inside the description of the video. So, of course, be sure to, of course, subscribe to the channel if you like seeing, of course, these kind of videos. Of course, me baking, me making some food and traveling and stuff like that. Feel free to subscribe. And for those who have been here before, of course, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and make this. And I have made this cake. It's been a long time. But I have made it before, y'all. Just keep that in mind. This is one of the cakes that I made, but it's just been years. Probably maybe, I ain't gonna say, probably about 15 years or something. It's been a long time. But like I said, this cake is usually the bomb. But like I said, I'm going to walk y'all through this entire process from the cake to the actual caramel drizzle that's going to go on top too. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff into this what is it called? The mixing bowl. So we got some butter. I got 1.5 cups of butter. And if you don't want to use this kind of butter, use whatever kind of butter you like. I put it that way. But this is 1.5. I have 3 sticks, so that's 1.5 cups. And like I said again, the ingredients will be in the description of the video, y'all. Oh, my eggs are rolling. Well, I walked away and my eggs rolling, y'all. They're about to fall on the floor. Good Lord. Okay. Let me stick these eggs in my plate over here because this ain't gonna work. There we go. So I don't want these broken. Goodness gracious. So I got some brown sugar coming up shortly as soon as I move this out the way. Some brown sugar and regular sugar, y'all. I gotta get my cup. Uh-oh. Y'all probably heard me shaking up something in the background. I'm actually shaking up the pecans. I went over ahead and toast the pecans. What I did was, because I had to ask my partner the correct way to do it, was I put a cup of pecans into, of course, my pan and just turned on the eye. And, of course, let them kind of get a little bit brown. It smells good up in here, too, y'all. It smells like pecans. But like I said, I want to do that. You don't have to, but that's like I said, I wanted to do so because I hadn't toasted the pecans for the last recipe I made of these. I just threw the pecans into the cake, which you can. But like I said, I just wanted a different taste this time, y'all. And I gotta open up this other thing of brown sugar, y'all, because it's that was the end of that one, unfortunately. Or fortunately, maybe that's fortunately. Alright. Got it open now. I can go back to getting the brown sugar, like I said. So let me go ahead and get, like I said, I need 2 cups of brown sugar. Getting all this brown sugar up in here. Trying to pack it up in my cup, y'all. Trying to pack it up in the cup. Alright. Right, let me pour this on in there. And I gotta get one more, then some regular sugar. And this recipe, like I said, it is your traditional pound cake. So it's going to be a lot of ingredients inside this cake. And it's not just 1 cup of sugar, it is 3 cups of different, 2 cups of brown and 1 cup of white. So, like I said, it is your traditional type of pound cake. I put it that way. So just keep that in mind, y'all. For those out there who are health conscious, this probably ain't a health conscious cake you want to make. I put it that way because it's definitely not health conscious. It's full fat, full everything. Nothing weight loss about this cake, y'all. Just keep that in mind. Any pound cake for real, unless for some reason you're trying to make a healthier version somewhere or found a recipe. I normally don't make those kind of cakes, but some people do. But usually, like I said, it is full fat, full butter, full everything. And I'm back here measuring out the sugar, y'all, just in case y'all wonder where in the world I went to get this sugar all out of here. Sugar. Like I said, it's been so long since I had made this cake. Like, I need to make one of these today for y'all. Let me go ahead and get this on. So we're going to start mixing up, y'all. mixing, y'all. Let me turn this up a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. And just keep in mind when you're making this cake, I'll make sure that I put that inside the ingredients as a reminder, but these ingredients need to be room temperature, the eggs and the butter. The other stuff is, and the milk. The eggs, butter, and milk. Let's go ahead and get this mixed up, y'all. And I'm actually going to clean this off a little bit, scrape down the sides so I can mix it up some more. So I can mix it up some more. Uh-oh. Scrape this on down. Get this on scraped down so I can make sure everything is getting mixed up in this cake, y'all. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. There we go. Let's turn this on back on. Alright, y'all. I think we got it creamed enough. I think it looks good. What y'all think? I think it looks good, y'all. Right? So now I'm going to start adding these eggs one by one. As soon as I scrape this back down and get some of this cleaned off on the side. Uh-oh. Right, and like I always say, y'all, make sure y'all go down to the bottom of your bowl too, because you want to make sure that you got everything from the bottom down here too, just in case some is down or stuck. So, because sometimes that, I ain't gonna say sometimes, it actually happens a lot. So, right, let me get this off of here. Right, let me go ahead and get the first egg up in here. And there are 5 eggs, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know, but there's 5. Y'all probably didn't know yet because you got to look at the ingredients bar, but there is 5. Yeah, let me get back to these eggs. Right, let's go ahead and get this first one going. Looking good, but let me go ahead and scrape down the sides. I see some eggs all over here. All on the sides, some yolks. And just keep in mind, y'all, that will happen. You just got to keep scraping down and make sure everything is getting incorporated. That's all. That is all. Quick fix. Quick and easy. Right? Right, and I'm actually about to crack all these eggs into my bowl, y'all. I forgot I told y'all that, and didn't do it last time, but this time I'm about to do it now while this is still mixing. There we go. Right, now for scraping a little bit more, scraping down, and then getting to the second egg, y'all. And as y'all see, as I'm mixing, of course, the cake batter, the cake mix is, of course, getting fluffier. Just keep that in mind that it will. So you don't have to worry about if it's not getting fluffy or that kind of thing. If you're one of the ones who want everything to be fluffy and so nice and very, very smooth and stuff like that, it still will get smooth, trust me, once you're mixing in all these eggs. So pound cakes, I've always had that happen with pound cakes, so, which is a good thing. I've always had it happen, so there we go. So now, y'all, like I said, I got my eggs in the bowl, as y'all see over here on the side. Pouring one more egg in there, y'all. Cause I ain't about to have no more shells up in these cakes. I gotta dig out. Right? Egg yolk is broken. And I'm definitely gonna have to scrape this because it's all on the side anyway. There we go. All up on the sides. Right, y'all? All up on the sides. I'm trying to get it. I'm finna put my other egg up in her too. Because it'll still mix up, y'all. We got 5 of them, so they ain't going nowhere. Trust me on that one. It's all gonna get mixed up. One way or the other. Alrighty. And I'll check the bottom once I'm almost done with putting the last egg in there. One more egg. Oops, well, 2 fell. That's all right, y'all. That's going to happen. Especially if you have them in a bowl like I do now. That's going to happen. That's all right. That's all right. It happens. Nothing I can do about it. Down these sides, I see them stuck over here already, and I'll make sure this all get mixed up. Get the bottom down here too. Oh, I didn't even get my pan out. Lord, yeah, I didn't get my pan out. And while this mixing, I'm gonna get my little new pan. I got it for Christmas. Thanks to my honey bun. Bought me a cute little butt pan for Christmas. I have to show it to y'all as soon as I get it up out of here. I ain't got it yet. It's in my thing. Oh goodness. Right, y'all, I was trying to get my pan too while I was doing it. And once before I put the cake into the pan, I'll show y'all the pan, y'all. It's so cute. It's like a bundt pan. It looks like a castle at the top. Almost. It's so cute. So it's one of those design bundt pans. So I can't wait to show y'all. Alright. Get this bad boy mixed on up. Let me actually scrape down the sides again so I can make sure all this stuff isn't getting incorporated. And I'm seeing a little bit of butter that's on my whiskey thing, whatever it's called, the beaters. But let me make sure I'm getting all this up in here. We're not about to have this. All right. Make sure everything is getting incorporated because it's butter in the middle for some reason did not. But it's finna get in there now. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, child. That's all that matters. Alright. Alright. Trying to just get this thing wiped off because it has egg on it still. Okay, I think I got most of it, or most, yeah, all of it's gonna come off. So let's go ahead and beat this up some more, y'all. So it can all be incorporated. All right, y'all. Now, for this, I am actually going to go ahead and, add the salt and the let me get this off. Here's some eggs up here. The salt and the baking powder. I'm trying to get all kind of eggs up here. There we go. Raw egg on this counter. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and add that right now. Then I'll do the flour shortly. All right, that's my seasonal salt and baking powder. And why baking powder, y'all, I have no idea, but I found this recipe. Like I said, found the recipe, and that's what it calls for, but I'm sure for it to rise. I'm sure. Activate the eggs and stuff. Let me try to 1 teaspoon. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Let me stick this over here. Let me go ahead and mix this. Get this all mixed. Mixed up. All right, y'all. Now I gotta get the eggs and the milk and the flour put on up in here. So I'm going to be alternating these. Starting with the flour first. Starting ending with flour, I guess I should say. Am I saying that right? I think I'm saying that right. But starting and ending with flour. So it's 3 cups of flour and 1 cup of milk. So like I said, we're going to split this on up to be whatever percentage it's going to be. I put it that way. So, but I'll go ahead and put the milk into the cup, my measuring cup, so I can just pour that on in as I go. And actually, I guess I need to start with the milk first. I'm trying to get this on up here. I don't want to spill either. Girl, don't spill. All right now. Woo. Okay, right at the top. All right. Let me get my first cup of flour, y'all. Okay. And just keep in mind that usually with pound cakes, and some other cakes too, that you should definitely alternate the flour and the milk. If it's buttermilk or whatever kind of milk it is, but alternate it, y'all. Like I said, that's what the recipes normally call for, and that's what I've always done, and that's what my aunts and grandmothers have done when they made it too. I put it that way. So I'm putting the milk in there first. I'm gonna go ahead and get this mixed on in. I'm gonna follow up with some flour. Alright. Go ahead and put in the first cup of flour. Alright. Go ahead and get that all mixed on in. Let me beat this down. Beat it down, Lord. Scrape it down. It's all stuck to the sides, y'all. And this always happens. Why am I sure? But it always does. Probably because the dry is going on the wet ingredients. I'm going to assume. I don't know, but it always does this. Every time. Every time. And let me know in the comments, like I said, y'all, if y'all actually going to make this cake, I definitely want to know. I definitely want to know how it turned out for y'all, if y'all loved it. Whenever I have made this cake, like I said, I made it at least probably 10 to 15 years ago. Everybody loved it, actually, so of course it's my cake, so of course. But everybody did love it, though. I didn't get any complaints. Except for some who couldn't eat nuts, of course. Could not eat it. Other than that, that was it. But like I said, everybody loved this cake, y'all. And I'm hoping that your family and friends, whatever you're making it for, this cake can be used for, whether it's a birthday, event, I don't know, anniversary, whatever you have coming up, a holiday. These are good to make for holidays, especially for holidays. Very, very good to make, y'all. Like I said, definitely get your bake on. Very, very good to make for holidays. And they're tasty, too. Let me throw some more milk up in here. And I'm not measuring the milk to the tea. I'm just pouring a percentage of it in there to be three additions, just like the flour. I know I'm going to have to scrape after this flour, so I'll do that then. So here's the other flour. Scrape down. All right. Scrape down. That's all right. Scrape down. Let me get to the bottom too. Scrape down. Let me try to get my hand all over here. All right. In front of the camera, y'all. I know it's craziness. My hand all in the front. That's all right. Gotta get the cake all mixed up, y'all. There we go. Get my last addition of milk included. I only got one more flour ready to go after this. Alright, one more flour. Actually, I gotta scrape the sides after the flour anyway, so I'll just go ahead and add it. I see the milk is still, some of it's still sitting up there. Alright. Oh, actually, I'll need that. Let me get this. The last scrape down, y'all. Because I got some other stuff to add up in here after this. We got some pecans and toffee pieces, y'all. Like I said, this cake is the bomb, y'all. Yes. Like I said, it's not good for the diet, especially if you're trying to be on one. But just realize you can treat yourself every once in a while. Unless you have health issues or something, but definitely treat yourself every once in a while. Let me see. There we go. Trying to get the bottom too. I love the way this batter tastes, y'all. I'll probably lick the bowl afterwards. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna lick the bowl, but I used to back in the day all the time, actually. Or whenever I had a cake or somebody had a cake they were making. I don't know if y'all can identify. Put it in the comments. Right? Come on, flour. Alright, so I know what else ain't mixed up is gonna mix up. So what else am I doing? Pecans. My pecans have been sitting, like I said, I did toast them, and they've been sitting over in this in my pan or pot since I toasted them. I never took them out, so. What in the world? I'll turn it back, y'all. I kind of messed up the camera. I know. I messed it up. It's all right. There it goes. There it goes. And they smell so good, y'all. Oh, my God. Woo. Girl, y'all didn't think y'all they smell good. One got away. And then I got to put in this 8-ounce bag of toffee, too. So, let's go and put all this. Oh, did I get the wrong kind of toffee? I thought it didn't have chocolate on it. Oh, hell. Okay. Okay, it's gonna have to be okay, because this toffee has chocolate. I didn't realize it even had chocolate. I thought it was without the chocolate. Lord Jesus. So I didn't have this the last time, y'all. So hopefully this cake won't be messed up with these toffee bits. Lord, that's not what I had last time. I could have sworn this didn't have toffee bits. Okay. I mean, didn't have chocolate. In the toffee bits. But I'm sure it should probably be okay. I made cake with chocolate pieces. Before, but hopefully it's gonna be okay, y'all. Jesus Christ. I hate that I thought I paid attention to that. Oh my goodness. That's alright, it happens, y'all. Nothing I can do now, so that's all right. It's gonna be baked the way it's gonna be baked, I'll put it that way. If anything, it'll have a chocolatey flavor to it, that's all. Right? Shoot. Next time I'll just make sure. I was trying to rush to y'all, but that's alright, it happens. It happens. Like I said, it should still be alright. And actually, the last time I actually made my own. I know how to make toffee, so I made my. I want to say I made my own. I was making my own toffee back then, actually. And one day, of course, I'll make it on video for y'all too, because I haven't made candy in so long. I like my pralines and all that kind of stuff to make all those kind of things, and I will definitely get back to some of that, y'all, so y'all can see some of that too. And as I always say, if y'all want to see something made, let me know in the comments, y'all. Uh-oh. Let me get this. I had to unplug this so I can get this out the way. Let me get this. So I'm going to have to put the cake pan up here. I'm trying to transition everything, y'all. So give me a second, y'all, while I transition some of this and get some of this stuff cleaned off the counter so I can get the cake into the pan for y'all. Oh. Right? Oh. And here's my cute pan that he got for me, y'all. Like I said, it has like the, looks like a castle or something on top. I don't know what it's called, but like a castle on top is what I'm going to call it. I don't know, my castle pan. Like I said, it's a 75th anniversary bundt pan. It's braided bundt is what it says. So I guess a braided bundt. And it holds 12 cups, 2.8 liters. And it's from Nordic Ware. And it's very heavy, like cast iron almost to me. Like I said, y'all, it's so cute. So I know I got to butter this too. Because I know, try to get this, all this buttered as much as I can, y'all. So I can get this cake in here. And I may have to spray it just a little bit too. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all these nooks and crannies. I want to make sure that I got everything. Come on, butter, you're falling on my hand now. I don't think I can get everything with this. Now I'll spray it just a little bit too, just to make sure everything is covered, because I don't want this cake stuck at all inside these crevices. That's the best I can do with the butter, y'all. I'll just go ahead and spray, because that ain't gonna work. Uh-oh, I messed up the butter. That's all right. Okay. Oh, I need it. Now, I know you're really not supposed, according to this pan, not spray this pan as much or use a different spray or whatever, but today I might always have to spray it because I can't get into these nooks and crannies in here, y'all. Unfortunately. I know what to say, but that's all right. I know some of y'all out there, that's not what you're supposed to do. That's all right. That's what I'm doing today. That's all that matters. So I don't want a stuck cake. The people are actually waiting on this cake, so I don't want to have a stuck cake and can't have the cake made. That'll be a mess too. And people upset. So let me get the cake. All right. Pouring this in here as much as I can. I'll pour first. Oh, actually, let me just mix it up with my let me just mix it up a little bit. To make sure everything is kind of mixed all the way at the bottom too. Yeah, and my oven's already on 350, y'all. This cake is gonna bake about at least an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes. But I'll make sure to, of course, I know everybody's oven's gonna be different. How I always know that my cakes are done was when I'm looking at the pan the cake is sitting in. If my cake had pulled away from the sides, there's like a tiny gap. That's how I know my cake is done. So I don't go by anybody's minutes. That's just for me. I never have. And that's how my grandmothers and my aunts all baked as well. They went by, the cake pulled away from the side. That's how they told me to bake. And then, of course, just still put in a toothpick to make sure that it's done. So I've had a few times where that didn't hold up, but for the most part, it usually does. So, like I said, that's how I've always baked, and that's how I'm going to continue baking. I'll put it that way. But if y'all want to go by minutes or whatever the case may be, feel free. I just don't. But like I said, you can do as you please, because I know it's your cake and it's your house, and this is my cake in my house. I put it that way. So, but do it the way you know how to do it, y'all. And if you have any other ways that you check your cakes, make sure that you put it in the comments too. I definitely want to know. Like I said, mine is always when it pulls away from the side. That's how I know. But everybody's may not be. So, trying to get the rest of this mixed up out of here, y'all. Goodness gracious, I'm wasting stuff everywhere. Wasting stuff everywhere, child. Oh, child, y'all. I'm trying to get the rest of this out of here. I'm trying to get it. Y'all may not be able to see every single thing because I'm trying to get this cake mix out of here, y'all. And I'm going to have to just move it around some too because it's all on the sides of this bump pan. I know it ain't even. Let me do some of that. A little bit of that. Anyway. A little bit more. So I got some more up in here too that I wasn't able to get out right there. Trying to get the rest of it out, y'all. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. All right. Just bear with me. It's almost done. Almost. It's going to be like it is. All right, now. Woo. Child. Woo. Child. All right. Y'all, I'm about to put this cake into the oven, y'all. Because next I got to actually make the caramel drizzle that's going to go on top. Usually I just boil my sweetened condensed milk. Today I did not do that, or yesterday I didn't do that. Otherwise it would have been ready. So, like I said, I'm going to have to actually make the actual caramel drizzle with that sweetened condensed milk and some brown sugar. So y'all going to join me for that too. But let me go ahead and get this on into the oven, y'all. It's going into the oven, y'all. Like I said, at least an hour. Whoa, Jesus Christ. I would say at least an hour, 15 minutes, hour, 20 minutes. But I will, of course, be checking throughout. So let me go ahead and transition the kitchen so I can get this. I'm not going to cut the video off. Y'all will see everything. So let me go ahead and get this kitchen together so we can go ahead and start the mix, the caramel, making the caramel. We got to get that together, y'all. All right, I'm just putting all my stuff up. That's all. I'll keep that. I may need that. I may need these too. Do I need anything with this? Yes, I do. I'll keep this too. Alright. Because I need to actually make the stuff on top of this counter, so I'm going to have to transition some of this stuff. And the same pan that I used to put my my pecans in, it's the same pan I'm going to use to make this brown sugar. Make the caramel into, y'all. And it's a heavy bottom pan. I've used this pan to make pralines. I've used this pan to make candy apples and candy popcorn mixture too. Like I said, it's a heavy bottom pan, y'all. You have to have it to make candy like that. Otherwise, you're going to have a hot mess. Right? Let me clean off some of this. I actually got to get the can open for the condensed milk. Let me get the can opener. Whoa. Whoops, daisy. And I got to get the can open for the sweetened condensed milk, y'all. I'm about to do that right now, too. I got to clean rinse off the top of this can real quick. Uh-oh, Lord Jesus. There we go. Well, like I said, y'all, I hope y'all having a great day. Today is a beautiful day here, as always. And, of course, in Tucson. It was chilly this morning, but, of course, the afternoon, it always warms up. So it's going to be warm. I'm sure like in the 70s. So I want to let me know how y'all's weather is, and where you're tuning in from, too. So I definitely would love to know, y'all. Go ahead and get this open. Open it up now. Sweet condensed milk. There we go. All right. Stick this bad boy back over here. And now will be a good time for y'all to make sure y'all have subscribed to my channel. And of course, clicking that notification bell to receive all the videos uploaded from this point here on out. And I ain't said in the beginning, but if you ain't checked the other ones out either, all my other cooking demos, my other baking demos, and my travel adventures, make sure that you go check those out. Like I said, this is Eating Travel with Toni, so you're going to see all that on this channel. So, let me go ahead and get, I got my recipe book over here too. Let me see if I can finagle this stuff up here I'm trying to do. There we go. So I can set this up here. Okay, that works. That works. That works. Very, very much so. It works. I gotta get my brown sugar back. So I'm gonna have to bring y'all over too, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna stay over there. I gotta get the camera. So give me a second while I'm still trying to get set up a little bit. I got cake mix all up here. And of course I'll clean it off whenever I get a chance. But let me move some of this stuff back here so I can have a clean counter up here so I can show y'all how this is made. Alright, let me go ahead and flip this on right so I can show y'all how it's made. Like I said, y'all, usually I boil this can of caramel, the sweetened condensed milk. Like I said, usually I boil this for about 3.5 to 4 hours, and it automatically makes the caramel inside the can. But today that was not possible, so we're going to be making it inside this heavy bottom pot. So let me go ahead and turn it on. It's going to be a high medium heat. Mine's going to be on, it's between 0 and 10. Mine's going to be on 7, so that's medium high to me. So I'll leave it on 7. So, I need my whisk. Whisk. Where are you? Whisk. Alright, I got the whisk, y'all. I want to make sure I got it. Okay. Let me, where's my napkin? I don't know. I'm looking for my napkin, y'all. I don't know what in the world I did with that thing. I have no idea. That's alright. Just trying to make sure my whisk is lint, anything, not lint, but whatever you want to call it, anything in the drawer. Because things get in the drawer sometimes. I want to make sure this is free of everything. I don't want my caramel tasting crazy. Like, what is that taste? So, okay, let me, okay. I got to get this open. I don't want to hurt my hand either. So I'm about to pour this milk into this pan, y'all. Trying to get it up in there. Over here, without hurting myself. Trying to get everything out of this can as best as I can, y'all. As best as I can, y'all. And I gotta get some brown sugar too, y'all. Alright, because I gotta start whisking. Oops, what? Brown sugar. Alright, 1 cup, I believe, of brown sugar. Now, I had a recipe for this, but I don't know how. I didn't feel like looking for my recipe, y'all. So I did take this one off Pinterest, too. So I didn't feel like looking for that this morning because I already have my own caramel making recipe. But it's about the same. I think it's actually the similar ingredients, actually. So I'm sure it'll still be fine. Because I know it's the similar ingredients, but I know how it's made. So, right, brown sugar. Let me get this all mixed on up. Get this all mixed on up. Okay. All right. Now we just gonna cook this bad boy until it actually starts to boil, y'all. Just trying to get the brown sugar all broken down up in here first. Right, so we just gonna stir, y'all. Whisking often or frequently, same thing. I need my pan over there. Uh-oh. My pan on my plate. I'll set that over there so I can have something to put this whisk on. Actually, I'll set one on. It's too hot right there. I'll set it up there. Oh. And while this is cooking right this second, I'll leave this right here. Let me put on my timer.
I'm gonna call the what's the name of the mint frontier? Because right now they got a round trip for $248.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay. There you go. Okay, y'all, I actually had to go put on my timer for my cakes. I forgot to put it on. And I just use my cell phone timer, y'all. Don't use anything extravagant. If y'all may have a timer at home, use that. But I use my cell phone timer for my things. Once it goes off, I only put it for an hour. So I have it for an hour. So once it goes off, of course, I will look in the oven. I'm not going to open up the oven. I will look in the oven to see what's going on with it. See how it's rising and all that kind of stuff. So, Oh. And this part to get to a boil, y'all, I can't remember from how long it took. Maybe about 15-20 minutes. I think back in the day, I can't remember how long it took. But like I said, just bear with me, y'all. But it will take about at least 15-20 minutes. I can tell you that already. I just don't remember the exact amount of minutes. But like I said, you will notice when it starts getting thick and looking like caramel. Already smells good, y'all. Already smells good. Already smells good to me. And y'all, caramel is one of my favorite things. I know a lot of desserts I probably make on here with caramel. Not all of them, but some of them, yes it is, actually. I love caramel, y'all. That is one of my favorite things. Can't eat it as often as I like because of blood sugar issues, but I definitely love it. Definitely love it. One of the things I do love. And once this gets to a boil, y'all, all I'm going to do is cut this down some so it can simmer for about 8 to 10 more minutes after that. I'm starting to get there, actually. Starting to get there, child. It smells so good. Smells so good, y'all. Smells so good. Smells so good. When y'all start cooking this, y'all gonna say the same thing. It smells so good up in this house. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Neighbors gonna be like, Lord, that's calling my name, y'all. Not like Trey Songz, but like the caramel. It smells so good. It is getting to it. It's already at a boil, y'all. It's already at a boil. Reduce to a simmer. And I had it on 7. I'm putting it on 4, a little what, 3.5. So I reduced to a simmer. Actually, let me make sure that boil came up. Make sure it was boiling. I need for you to come on up. There you go. Okay. Then I'm going to reduce to 3.5. So I don't want it to burn up, so. Okay, but I just want to make sure I can still see the boil, so. Okay. Right. What we're gonna do is just keep on kind of whisking, y'all. Continue. Yeah, this isn't a hard recipe to make. Just gotta kind of make sure you make it right. I guess I put it that way. And the way I mean, you can just eyeball it as best as you can, y'all. Because there is no kind of correct way, just eyeballing it. It looks like caramel, that kind of thing. And I already got some little pieces that look like caramel already up in here. Hopefully the other parts catch up to it. I'm like, what's going on, caramel now? Don't play with me today. Don't you burn on me. I've had that happen before, burned on me. I really have, I think a few times. I'm actually cooking it. That's why I put it into the can, just make it that way. So I won't have to worry about all that. It's the easiest way for me, child. Let me know how y'all make y'all caramel in the comments, y'all. If y'all use this, actually making it on the stove, or if you use a can and just boil the can. Let me know, y'all. I definitely want to know. Definitely want to know, y'all. Definitely want to know. It's thickening just a little bit, but it's not the color I want. So I don't want to burn this. Don't want to burn it, y'all. Because it has to look like the caramel that's at the bottom that's getting cooked. The way it's looking. I hope this ain't. Okay. It better not burn. We're going to have some problems up in here. And if it does not come out right, y'all, I'll just have to make a simple glaze. That's all. But hopefully it will. It's getting darker too. It's getting thicker. I'll let it just cook for about a good 30 seconds and then I'll stir up again. Just to give it a little bit to kind of cook on its own too. Because it's looking like it is, but it's just not all the way there yet. I'll put it that way. Oh Lord, right. And I've never had it looking this way. I'm not sure. I know I had some little pieces of pecans down here too in the bottom, like little tiny pieces that you can like. But maybe that's why. But it normally doesn't look like this actually. That's all right, y'all. It happens. If it's messed up, it's messed up. And like I said, I'll do a little glaze to it, to the cake instead. Even though I want the caramel. We'll let this still continue to cook a little bit. It's not as thick as I would like it. And I gotta get the vanilla and vanilla and the butter. Because the ingredients for this is gonna be in the description too, y'all. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, y'all. It's gonna be in the description too. What do I do with? Okay, I need this, another knife or something. Knife. There's a knife. All right. I have to move this over. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bad boy on off. I'm removed it from the heat, but I'm gonna set it up here so I can go ahead and put the vanilla and butter on her too. So, I think it has, it's thickened, but once it cools down, it's gonna thicken some more, y'all. So let me go ahead and get the butter. Oh, in the world. Okay. Where's my little? Okay, I'm just gonna have to eyeball this. I don't know what the thing is. There we go. That's 2 tablespoons of butter that I kind of eyeballed because I messed up the butter before, so it's kind of looking crazy. And then of course, half a teaspoon of vanilla. I got to get that butter stirred up in there. I'm trying to get the vanilla up in her. Okay. There we go. Okay. Right. The butter that went up in the thing, the whisk. Okay, I may have to put this into a bowl or something so it can stay warm up on the counter, not just exposed like this. Okay. And that's how my crumble's coming out, y'all. Oh, let me do it this way. My bad. If y'all can see that, hopefully y'all can see it. I don't know if you can or not. I hope so. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. That's how it's coming out. I got a little piece of butter still left in there. Okay. Alright, and like I said, I'm going to have to put this into something, a bowl, so I can, of course, scoop this onto the cake once it's done, y'all. I don't know what to use. I guess I'll use a countertop for that. Let me use this. Ow. Right? I'm trying to help me get something, y'all. I got my little Tupperware bowl over here. I'm trying to get it together. What's the name of this? That's the wrong one. That's Rubbermaid. That's the wrong top. Come on, McCormick. Lord, where's my McCormick top? Now I just want to do this today. Is this it? No, Rubbermaid too. What in the world? I'll just take this. That's okay. I'll just do something else. I don't have all day. Let me figure this out. There we go. Alright. 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 So I got a bowl here, y'all. I'm just going to pour it on into the bowl. So I won't have to worry about it. And it can just stay on. Alright, y'all. This is actually looking better, of course, since it's cooling down. Oh, okay. So let me go ahead and get on off her, y'all. Definitely. Alright, y'all. I am back. I'm about to take this cake out the oven. I'm sure it's done because I very much smell it. So let's go ahead and get it out the oven. Before this bad boy burns the heck up. And we ain't got no cake at all. Because it's getting there. Alright now. And it was just in there just an hour, y'all. Just to let y'all know. Like I said, everybody's oven is going to be very different. Yours may not be an hour. Yours may be an hour. I do not know. But like I said, be careful on what you choose to go by. Like I said, I go by when I see the cake. The cake kind of pull away from the sides a little bit. And it's just a tiny bit. Sometimes not even very noticeable. But here is the cake. I'm trying to hold it up before I drop the cake. Here's the cake, y'all. And this bad boy is hot, so I'm going to put it down. And I'm going to do my little, toothpick test. Toothpick test. Let me stick a toothpick. And it came out clean. So all you do when you're doing the toothpick test again, take a toothpick, stick it right down in wherever you want to put it in the cake. Comes out clean, you know the cake is done. That's another way I check my cakes, y'all. So this bad boy is going to sit up here for at least maybe about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy up out of here. So I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. I'm about to get this cake flipped up out of here. So let me get this camera together so y'all can see this. Let me get the camera together, y'all. So, okay, how I flip my cake out. And I'm sure most of y'all probably flip it out the same way. I'm hoping, because there's no way to flip it out, really. But, of course, move my little bump pan. And it's been about 5-7 minutes, maybe. Oh, what am I doing? Lord. I put my pan, my piece of cake. My pan, I want to flip it on top of my, the bump pan. Y'all, we got to be careful, y'all. Oh, Lord. Okay. I kind of just beat on it just a little bit. Oh, how am I going to lift this up? Oh, my. Okay. I don't know how to actually lift this. It's still kind of hot for me. So I can't really... Oh, crapolas. Why my cake ain't coming out? Y'all, I don't know what's going on. I can't even lift... Okay. Maybe I have to hit it harder. I don't know. But it should come right out. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Okay. Let's... Whoa, shit. I'm about to not throw the cake on the floor. Alright, let me try this over. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know, actually. Maybe it's too hot still. I'm not really sure what's going on, actually, because it's done. I'm not sure. I don't know what's happening. So I've never had that happen. So let me see again. Let me try this over, y'all. Sometimes this happens. No, I've had one stuck in her. It actually ripped up, but this was greased right. I'm not sure what's going on, y'all. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Okay. Let me try this again, I guess. Let me stick in the middle of this a little bit too, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to really do, but I'm not sure. Okay. It's coming off. I mean, it's coming off easily. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. My first time using this pan, y'all, so I really don't know, but it should come right out. I'm not sure. I don't know. Holy shit. I'm about to drop the doggone cake on the floor. Alrighty. Let's try this again, because I'm not sure what to really do. Uh-oh. Nope, it's not coming out. Oh, crap, I can't even lift up the thing. What is going on with my cake? I'm not sure what's going on. Did I not put enough stuff on it? I mean, I'm not sure what's happening, actually. Because I can't just keep lifting it, because I don't want to break. Okay. I'll stick with my regular bump pan next time. This is ridiculous, seriously. So I'm not sure what else. Don't know if it's the toffee or what. Maybe I should have floured it. And I didn't do that. I don't know. So I'm not sure what else. Usually I don't flour it, but a few times I have. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I'm not sure what else to do at this point, actually. So I can't get it out at all. Don't know if the caramel, feel like it must have gotten stuck up against this thing. I didn't have as much issue when I made it the first time, so I'm not sure. I hope I didn't just break my damn. And I can't even lift this out of her. Adrian, I may need your help. Whenever you come out of there. Oh, there it goes. Maybe that's it. It tore up. That's all that caramel in it. Okay, yeah, my cake done tore up in this pan for the first. I've never used this pan before, so I don't know how it actually works, but the whole cake done just messed up, actually. Y'all, my cake, the whole cake has torn up, but I'm still going to ice it with the caramel anyway. It won't be right now, but of course I'll just show y'all, I guess, whenever it's all the way actually cooled down, so I can't put the caramel on there. But actually, I guess I can still just put it on there now, because it really don't matter, because it's all ugly, because I don't like ugly stuff, but it's all messed up. Now, I'm really not too happy about this, but that's okay, as I know it happens sometimes. But it hasn't happened to me in maybe the first time or two I actually bake something, I don't know, but it normally doesn't happen. But I don't know if it's the toffee or what, or if it's the pan. I really don't know. This is my first time ever using a pan like this, so but I'll still put the caramel on anyway. I just put all the other stuff in the middle of it since it all messed up. So now the caramel's too doggone. Like I said, yeah, I'm just gonna pour this as best as I can because it's all just messed up. Well, let me know how y'all's turned out, because like I said, with this bump pan, I don't know if it's the caramel or not the caramel, but the toffee or what. But and next time I'll just make sure that I actually flour the pan, which I usually don't have to do at all. But maybe I have to do it with this pan. I really don't know. But like I said, it's my first time ever using this pan. But either it's that or the toffee. But I've made this cake before. I didn't have any problems, so I'm not really sure. But I'm assuming it's the pan. I just have to probably flour it next time. I grease it more. I don't know. It was already enough grease in there, but I don't know. That's okay. Next time I'll just make a regular bundt cake and a vanilla bundt cake and just see how it comes out with that, with flour on it.
Adrian Davis.
Alright, y'all. Like I said, that's the video. Like I said, it messed up, but that's okay. That's the only thing I can do is go ahead and ice it anyway. And sometimes these things, of course, as we know, do happen, but here's the cake. I'm very disappointed, but that's okay. Like I said, next time I'll definitely just flour the pan instead of just spraying too. I'll do both, because maybe that pan needs to be floured. Like I said, it's my first time using this, so I really don't know, but I will definitely flour it next time. So, of course, be sure to subscribe for more epic fails like this, possibly on this channel. So like I said, y'all, this is Toni with Eating Travel with Toni. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and of course, click the notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload from this point here on out. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed the video up to this point till it messed up, but hopefully you still get the gist. I guess I put it that way. Take care, y'all.